Let's go. Yeah. You need to get high. You need to get paid. You need to get high. You need to get high. Get high, get high, hey, hey, get high. Get high, get high, get high, hey, get high, 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 get high. Hey, come on, y'all not even hype, man. Shout outs to Caleb Leonard with the $15 donation saying Marlon's the GOAT. Before we get hype again, we gotta acknowledge that. Let's go ahead and get you a tactical nuke, Caleb. That makes you the top stream donator, baby. Donation Wars is back in full effect. Let's go, man. We out here. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap. Now, let's run that track back, baby. Let's run that track back. Let's get hype, baby. Yeah. Y'all got to get hype, man. Check it out. Bring up the energy. You need to get high. You need to get high. You need to get paid. You need to get high. You need to get high. Get high, hey. Get high. Get high, get high, get high. Get high. Get high. Get high, get high, get high. Get high. Get high. Get high, get high, get high. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of the show. Man, things are a little bit crazy right now. We're in the building. We're in the booth right now. Let me know if everything is running smooth with the stream and everything. How you guys doing, man? How you beautiful people doing today? We're back in the booth right now. Welcome back. We have a banging show for you guys today, and it's very, very incredible to really see some of the stuff that's actually brewing up right now. And I see a lot of people they're talking about the PlayStation 6 stuff. And yeah, this is coming from somebody from Sony. Like, a question was asked and there's an actual response behind that. So come on, man. This is a no-brainer. Like, it's too soon for a PlayStation 6, but you already know these companies, they plan ahead of time. Like, there's a PS6 before there is a PS6. You see what I'm saying? There's a pro version before there's a pro version. There's like prototypes galore. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. You guys been doing this for so long. You guys been listening to stuff for so long. You guys know how stuff works. These companies, they plan ahead. So no, they'll be stupid and pathetic to talk about PS6 right now. Does it exist? Of course it exists. You know what I'm saying? Companies always plan ahead. Nintendo does it. Xbox does it. There's so many different variations of series systems, Xbox series of systems that we don't even necessarily know about right now. You know what I'm saying? So within the next 2 or 3 years, boom, there goes a pro version. You know what I'm saying? So don't be alarmed or anything like that. This is not no wild goose chase rumor or anything from 4chan, some wet behind the ear crap. No, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from somebody at Sony, somebody who works for Sony. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, just calm down and relax yourselves. All right. Just calm down and relax yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't even have PS5s as of yet, but it's worth noting. It's worth talking about because obviously it's going to be a thing in the future. So with that being said, we have a massive rumor that is actually going on right now. And this rumor, I would say, I would treat this as something that is very interesting, because remember, we've been hearing a lot of rumors surrounding Sony purchasing studios behind the scenes. This was like last year. And then we got rumors saying that they could be acquiring this company, that company, this company, this amount of developers. And then we got some legit statements saying that they were literally buying developers to go towards their PlayStation studio. So, I mean, that is not far-fetched. But now we have a massive rumor now coming out saying, hey, once again, where there is smoke, there's fire. If you start to see the same thing brewing up over and over again, then it's got to be some truth to it, right? And so Bluepoint, obviously, they did a great job with Shadow of the Colossus. They did a great job with Demon Souls remake and everything. There's even rumors saying that they're working on Metal Gear Solid remake, the original Metal Gear Solid. So, I mean, I think this is not a far-fetched rumor. This is not a ridiculous rumor. I think Sony needs to just go on ahead and buy Bluepoint at this point, or else somebody will, because I think they do a great job doing remakes and all that type of stuff. And I think that would just be amazing for Sony just to come out and say, hey, look, you know what? We need a good studio. We need a studio in-house that can do remakes. And I think that's going to bring in billions of dollars, you know, millions of dollars worth of revenue, you know, for Sony in the grand scheme of things and everything. Why is everybody... Why is Views of 6 spamming Path of Neo? I love Path of Neo, but my God, dude, that is crazy. So yes, we're going to be talking about that particular rumor there. We're also going to be talking about the PlayStation 6. Okay, we're going to talk about that because, yeah, it's kind of crazy that this conversation actually brew up, but we're going to talk about it. We're also going to be talking about, yes, the Switch Pro. The Nintendo Switch Pro is supposed to be DLSS upscale and DLSS upscaling and 4K, and it's supposed to be on par with the PS4. So it seems as though that Nintendo is trying to throw their hat into the arena, you know, and try to get into the whole 4K space, even though it's DLSS and it's upscale, but still, this is crazy. And then we're also hearing about 1440p, all of that type of stuff. Crazy type vibe. So it seems as though that they are, you know, they're trying to up their game with their systems and everything like that. So we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about PSVR 2 as well, because there was some stuff that was brought up by the same person that was commenting on the PS6 situation, was also talking about the PS5 Portable, or a portable system from Sony. So it's a lot of different things that was said in that particular interview, and I was like, dang, bro, like this is a lot of juicy information. You don't normally get a whole lot of info like this, legitimate info, and not some nonsense rumors or something like that. But this is crazy right now, and I feel like, you know, Nintendo is the king when it comes to handhelds, but I feel like, you know, Sony have a space, you know, into the handheld race and everything. And I feel like if they do it again, I feel like it will be well received, as long as they do it right. Because I think one of the biggest problems with the Vita back in the day was obviously complete failure when it comes to first party support. And so we're going to talk more about this particular information as well. We're also going to be talking about Elden Ring. All right, now this is a game that we've been hearing about for a while. We heard rumors that it was actually ready and they were going to show off gameplay. We heard information from Jeff Grubb that, you know, things was going to be brewing up real soon with this game, but we haven't really seen anything as of yet. And this is a good sign, because we heard that the game might get delayed until next year due to CV and all this type of stuff, but it seems as though that the game got rated. Okay, and if it's getting a rating, then that simply means that, hey, it's done, right? It's done. It's getting ready to come out, and that will be huge for Elden Ring to drop this year. So why pay money to get it rated if it's not coming out. You see what I'm saying? So anything that gets a rating or anything like that, you know that, hey, it's happening because they spending money to do this. We're also having information on, and by the way, when anybody donates or anything like that, it will show that God of War Ragnarok pop up. It's like a God of War Ragnarok axe for Kratos and some other really cool effects. Was working on that earlier today. But yes, with that being said, we're going to talk about God of War Ragnarok. I'm telling you, every ounce bit of information that we get about God of War Ragnarok, I will be filling you guys into the loop of everything on what's going on with this game. Obviously, a lot of people think that it's going to be delayed till 2022, which I'm not. Look, I'm okay with that. If God of War Ragnarok gets delayed till 2022, April or spring of next year, that's fine. That's fine because we have so much other games that is coming out for the PlayStation 5 this year. So it's really, you know, not a big deal or something like that to just, you know, oh, it got delayed. That's fine. Take all your time. God of War is the type of game that you don't want to rush. You want to take your time with it, and you want to be able to fully utilize everything that the new hardware has to offer, in this case the PlayStation 5. Okay, now we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about, you crack that Souja Boy. That was cringe. Cut that cringe, baby. We're going to talk about Souja Boy once again in the news about a new console, and the console looked like a 1X, like an Xbox One X. So hey, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I guess that crank that money running out. So, hey, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Oh my God, bro. I'll just play it, bro. I'll just play it. But it seems as though that he's trying to do this whole console thing again. I think it was, what was it, 2019? Was when he was trying to do this whole console thing, and then it was a big flop, and turns out that it was a system with a bunch of RAMs on it or something. Yo, I tell you, it was crazy, but people was talking about it and everything. It was just kind of crazy, you know. But hey, that's just the reality that we're actually dealing with. We're also talking about Twisted Metal, not Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 5, but Twisted Metal TV series, which this is dope and all, but we know what we want, man. We want Twisted Metal to come back, and this is why I think it's very good, you know, for Sony to acquire Bluepoint and have them in-house so that they can remake stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Give us a Metal Gear or something like that, or like a Twisted Metal or something like that, because that, if you're a PlayStation fan, I don't even need to say no more. Like, you guys already know that, look, this is Twisted Metal. Like, you know what I'm saying? At one point in your life as a PlayStation fan, you played Twisted Metal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hyped for this TV series. If it's done right and everything like that, that's definitely a PlayStation classic. Shout out to David Jaffe and the team that worked on Twisted Metal Black. The joint is fire, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that, let's get a tactical nuke, man, for Twisted Metal, because Twisted Metal was just that game, bro. Like, a lot of youngins, they kind of slept on Twisted Metal. Like, they're like, oh no, we don't know what that is, man. Trust me, PlayStation history, part of PlayStation history. Also, we're gonna be talking about Final Fantasy 16 as well. We have to talk about Final Fantasy 16. Obviously, every single time Final Fantasy 16 gets in the news, your boy got you covered. So yes, we will be talking about Final Fantasy 16. I think the last time we talked about Final Fantasy 16 is that, hey, look, this is the situation. This is what we're dealing with right now when it comes to Final Fantasy 16, is that they don't really want to talk too much about it. They don't want to put too much information out there. They're working very hard on the game right now, Square Enix. And the crazy part is, I think that they're saving anything else as far as news or information for the next state of play, which I highly, highly believe it's going to be in March. Okay, because Xbox is supposed to be having an event in March, a Bethesda event. We talked about this yesterday. They're supposed to be having an Xbox Bethesda event after the deal is closed sometime in March, maybe the second week of March. March is my birth month. You guys already know that. So I'm literally hyped for that. So that's definitely incredible stuff. And so with that being said, we do have some information here on Final Fantasy 16. Also, another thing to go on the heels of that whole Bethesda deal and that Bethesda showcase event. This is some good news, and I'm hoping that this rumor is actually true here, because this has to do with Starfield. Now, Starfield is one of the most anticipated Bethesda title, you know, obviously next to, you know, Ghostwire Tokyo, Deathloop, Elder Scrolls 6. Man, there's so many freaking upcoming Bethesda games. I mean, it's freaking ridiculously crazy. But I think Starfield is probably going to be one of those games that if Microsoft come out and say, hey, yo, this joint is exclusive, man, that's going to be good for Xbox. And so there is a rumor that's saying that this particular title is still slated for this year, which is insane. So let's hope, because imagine Starfield and Kratos going head to head. Imagine God of War, you know what I'm saying, and Starfield, two of those big heavy hitters, and then Microsoft come out and say, hey, look, man, this game is exclusive to Xbox. If you don't have an Xbox, you're missing out. This is not coming on any. Man, that's going to be huge, because from what I was hearing, from everything that I've been covering about Starfield, it seems like it's going to be that big juggernaut title and everything like that. So the hype level is real for Starfield. Let's hope that this game really lives up to the hype and the excitement that everybody completely have for it right now. So with that being said, make sure you guys hit that like button. We do have some more information to go over as well. So sit back, relax, grab your Kool-Aid in your cup, and just, you know, kick back, man. If you're at work, if you listen to us over the radio, wherever you're listening to us right now, appreciate the love and the support. So do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button, get hype, get excited. We in the building, we in the booth right now. Tag your boy at Marlon Gaming Nation. You guys know the routine every single day. Smash up that like button, smash up that share button, baby. Let's do this. All right, so tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation so that we can go ahead and get with the shout outs and everything. I appreciate y'all. Smash up that like button, baby. Smash up this. If we can get 200 likes in about 5 minutes. Let's go. Hit that like button as well. Hit that share button, baby. Let's go. Let's get hype. Let's get the shout outs out the way. Let's go. And I want to give a special shout out to Corey, man. Thank you so much for that $15, my guy. That makes you the top stream donator, baby. All right, so let's go. Tag me at Marlon Gaming Nation. Let's get it popping, son. Let's get the shout outs. Let's get the shout outs, baby. Let's go. Yeah, let's hope that big merger does not let's hope that big merger does not get trampled or get blocked, you know what I'm saying? So let's hope that. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Zane, what's going down, bruh? Says, hey Marlon, are these live streams on Spotify? I am looking to do a really cool deal with Spotify with that, so stay tuned. All right, I know some of you guys want it on iTunes and all that, so we might work something out. Let's see here. Hey Jose, what's going down? Richard, what's going down? The Dream, what's going down? George, what's going down? Angel Durant, what's going? Yeah, it's a wrap, bruh. It's a wrap, bruh. Nighthawk Afterburner, Huffman, how you feeling? Tron Zero, what's good, man? How you feeling? Mog Gaming, what's good? How you feeling? Appreciate the support, man. Let's see here. Who else we got? Shout outs time. Shout outs. Kong, JJ, Danny, what's good? Isaac D, TJ, Wheezy F Baby, no need no introduction. Mr. Man right there, that's the man. Let's go. Nighthawk Afterburner, Skillful. We got Lucci Sky. Let's see what we got. Darkness, Diz. Let's see here. We got Shuye Yoshida. What's good, man? How you doing? We got Sony Boss up in here. Shuye Yoshida. Shuye Yoshida. What's up, man? Let's see here. Dallas, what's good, man? How you feeling? Junior, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Straight from the VA, what's good? How you feeling, man? Appreciate the love and the support. Jace, what's good? Jared, what's good? Dragon, what's good? Jace Gaming, what's going on, man? Let's see here. Leo, what's going down, bruh? Keegan, Tumper World, what's good, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm guessing you're busy making that paper. JJ, what's going down? JPSX, what's going down? Appreciate the love and the support, man. We out here. Ron, what's good? Appreciate that, man. We out here. Terry, what's good? Delta, what's good? Leonardo, what's up, man? How you feeling? Jay, how you feeling? Jace, how you feeling? Richards, how you feeling? Jermaine Mac Bounds in the building. Let's go. The Beast, CZ, what's going down? Let's see here. Phoenix, what's going down? Mike Jones, let's go. 281-334-694. Hit Mike Jones up on the low. Hey, let's go. George, what's going down? Casper, what's going down? Let's see here. Kana, if I'm saying that correctly. Ian, what's good? Jack, what's good? Devon, what's good? How you feeling, man? Let's go. Fantasy, don't be sad, bro. Be hype. You know what I'm saying? Ninja Zombie, what's going down? Appreciate the love and the support. We out here. Stallion, baby. Sony Stallions, let's go. We out here, man. Mr. Mass Produce, what's going down? Appreciate the love and the support. Thank you so much for that, man. Let's see who else we have here. Who else we have? Shout outs. T-Mac 88, what's good, man? Phantom Raven, what's good? We out here. Appreciate the love and the support. Nero Molina, what's good, man? How you feeling? How you doing? KCA, what's good, man? Chris, what's good? NX, what's good? Corey D, what's good, man? Thank you so much, man, for the support, dude. Jamar, what's good, man? We out here. Sir, what's good, man? How you feeling? Eliminate, thank you so much for being a sponsor. Shout out to all the sponsors, man, for holding down the channel, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. All right, so I think that we got everybody that we needed to shout out. Luis, what's going on? Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, baby. We out here in the booth. We out here in the building right now. Let me go ahead and let's grab our thing and let's go, man. Let's go. Wolf, what's going down, man? We out here, baby. We out here. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Let's go. Say you need more subs. That's why I ask you guys to oh no, we're not going to use that type of language in here, cowboy. We're not going to use that type of language. Oh, you're new? Hey, if you're brand new, man, click that subscribe button, man. We out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Let's see here. Seth, what's going down, man? Appreciate the love and the support. AM21, welcome back, sir. Appreciate the love and the support. Welcome back. Seth says, I want to sub. Hey, click that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell. You're going to get a nice God of War theme that's going to pop up when you subscribe. You feel me? So when you hit that subscribe button, it's going to have a beautiful God of War Ragnarok thing just... So go ahead, sub away, donate away, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. We out here. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead, guys, and let's bleed over into our first news topic for today. Our major news topic story for today here. And we got to talk about Bluepoint right now, because here's the thing, man. I think that Bluepoint is just a very good studio for Sony to get. This is like literally a no-brainer. You know, this is a huge possibility of this happening because they've worked with Sony so many times in the past. And I think that this is just a beautiful way of them, you know, showcasing what they're capable of, and just to have something, you know, sort of in-house and what have you. And I think that this is a very good way for Sony to say, you know what, man, we're going to go ahead and we're going to lock in Bluepoint. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much. Nighthawk Afterburner with the $5 says, Marlon, keep up the good work you do. I'm glad to be a member of the channel. Thank you so much, Nighthawk. I appreciate that, baby. Appreciate that. So we have a rumor here that is stating that Sony acquiring Bluepoint Games is just a matter of when. So they're making this seem like, bro, this is actually going to be happening and what have you. So let's see where this rumor is coming from. Obviously, we're not going to get too excited about this rumor because it's a rumor, so we're going to treat it as such. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you guys exactly what's going on here. And it says right here, it says rumors about Sony acquiring remaster Maestros Bluepoint Games have started gathering steam once again. So like I said before, this has been an ongoing thing and what have you. So let's just kind of get to the meat and potatoes. Obviously, this is coming from Reset Era and posted that a deal between Sony and Bluepoint Games had been finalized. Really, unfortunately, this caused a lot of uproar on the forums with people calling for the user to be banned as nothing. Okay, so yeah, so I don't understand. Apparently the deal is actually like inked, and yeah, so this is why I'm saying, like, I'm hoping that this is true. I really am, because this is gonna be a huge thing. Okay, now let's go ahead and dive deep into this part here. It says, first off, I want to say how disappointed in this community I am. Transistor writes, it says the amount of, okay, I guess they're just talking about the community, whatever. Now as for Mars Pan Rumpan, that's, I'm pronouncing his name. Okay, so they're saying a whole bunch of rambling here. There's been smoke from multiple sources about Bluepoint being acquired by Sony, so it's pretty much going to happen. It's just a matter of when. I had faith enough that it was going to happen, so I would never have to be banned in the first place. So I guess this person got banned because of some back and forth situation about this rumor and everything like that. So I mean, at the end of the day, we'll see. I mean, we've been getting a lot of rumors stating that, hey, you know, Bluepoint, you know, Sony's going to acquire them, blah, blah, blah. And then we heard about Square, and we heard about all these other different companies. But like I said before, I think this is within Sony's reach to do this. I don't think this is like a far-fetched thing. It's not like we're hearing that they're going to acquire Take-Two or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or they work out some crazy deal with Take-Two for GTA 6 or something like that. It ain't nothing like that. That's far-fetched. But let's see exactly what happens with this whole Bluepoint thing, because like I said before, when you look at the roadmap of everything that's on the table, all the rumored stuff that's supposed to be happening, like a Metal Gear Solid remake, you know, what was it again, a Silent Hill remake or something like that. Bluepoint Games do a really good job. I mean, look at Demon Souls. You know what I'm saying? Demon Souls is just one of those games, and it's one of my all-time favorite games right now on the PS5 and on PS3. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Bluepoint Games, they did a phenomenal job literally, you know, remaking that game. And so I feel like this will be just a beautiful way for them to ink the deal and have Bluepoint Games in-house as a PlayStation official studio that, you know, can just back up Sony whenever it comes to like remakes and stuff like that. Because, you know, we're hearing talks about this year, you know, is going to be the year of revivals. We heard from Sony San Diego. They're saying that they're going to be, you know, basically reviving older franchises and things like that. So I feel like you need more developers, you need more studios that can crank out these remakes. I mean, we see the potential of remake sales and what they can do. You know, obviously Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2, those two are prime examples of how successful remakes can possibly be. And obviously Demon Souls is selling very well on the PlayStation 5, and so it just makes perfect sense for Bluepoint Games just to be at the centerpiece of Sony's, you know, approach right now. If they're looking to purchase a studio, or if they're looking to acquire some more developers, I think Bluepoint should be on their list. So let me know what you guys think and everything about this whole Bluepoint thing. Let's hope that this actually goes down and everything like that. All right, so leave me y'all thoughts. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead here, guys, and let's bleed over into a massive information now. And so we're gonna split this up in like 2 or 3 different parts, because yo, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. And let me add PlayStation, let me add this as well, because I totally forgot, because I just been busy all day and, you know, working like a Hebrew slave to try to make sure that you guys have everything that you guys need to have. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna talk about the PSVR 2 as well, because there was some mentions about this, and I think a lot of you guys want to know what's going on with that. Like, hey Marlon, what's going on with PSVR 2? So we're gonna talk about PSVR 2, and we're gonna talk, because remember, there was a lot of patents and everything like that. So I know some of you guys want to know what's up with this PlayStation 6 situation, so we're going to talk about this. All right, so this is for the PlayStation 6, then we're going to do the PSVR 2, then we're going to do the PS5 portable situation as well. So let's do the VR, let's do the PS6 information right now. Save VR for later. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead here and let's talk about the PlayStation 6. Now remember, before the PlayStation 5 came out, we were hearing that this whole generation of the PlayStation 5 is going to be very short, right? We're hearing that it's going to be 5 years, blah, 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 blah. Clearly, we already know when Sony support their systems, they support them for a very long time, over 5 years. And I do believe that Sony, from the jump, when I heard about the PlayStation 5, like off the rip, I was like, yeah, this is definitely like 7, 8+ years of support, even 10 years. Because remember what they did with PS2, they support the PS2 for a very, very long time. Even after the PS3, you know, came out, they were still supporting PS2. Like, there was games still dropping on PS2. And so I think Sony is one of those companies that really believes in their older systems and support and everything like that. So I just wanted to highlight this for you guys. Now, make no mistake that anybody, if I'm doing the interview, of course, I'm asking every freaking thing. I'm going to ask every single thing as much as I possibly can, because I'm like, listen, me, I'm not going to let anything slip through. If I'm interviewing somebody from Sony, then hey, this is just really, really what it is. And so there was an interview that was done here, and it's interesting because this interview is actually stemming from somebody that works at Sony. And, you know, he's responsible for like the operational stuff, like products, all of that type vibe. And it's insane because it's like, well, we haven't really gotten like crazy interview with any Sony employees for a very, very long time, or anything from Sony, because they just been on hush hush and everything like that. And so this is quite interesting, because I'm like, yeah, well, this guy, Tonio Greco, if I'm saying his name correctly, he is the chief analyst at Sony Technology Partnership Europe and Corporate Technology Strategy Division. So this, I mean, that's a big title to have. So if anybody you're going to listen to other than Jim Ryan, other than Shuya Yoshida, other than Herman Holtz, yeah, you're going to listen to people like this, because they know what the heck they're talking about. This is not some fly-by-night stuff that some random person on Reset, or this is legitimately coming from somebody at Sony. So I'm gonna repeat it again. This guy here, Tonino, if I'm saying his name correctly, Greco, he is the chief analyst at Sony Technology Partnerships Europe and Corporate Technology Strategy Division. All right, so this guy right here is pretty loaded. So the question was asked, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight this for you guys right now. So here is it. I'm going to go show you guys the exact statement when it comes to the PlayStation 6. Okay, so here we go. All right, says right from the get-go, he was asked if he could tell us anything about the next PlayStation, presumably the 6 such system. He said that he would not be able to talk about it. Obviously, he can't talk about it, but if he knew anything, right? But revealed that the PlayStation product cycle of development is roughly 7 years. So right there and then, that whole situation about, you know, 5 years and Sony's gonna 7 years. So the next 7 years before PlayStation 6 could be a thing, basically, roughly about 7 years. And this is what I was telling people, like, you're talking about 5 years and everything like that. 5 years? No, I'll say 7 to 8 years ish, around that bracket. And so, you know, we have this guy coming out from Sony and saying obviously he can't comment on the PlayStation 6, right? Because yeah, that's, even if he knows about it, he can't say anything about it. Trust me, I know how the industry works, and you're under NDA, you work for these companies. If anything gets leaked out, it's coming back to you. You feel me? So obviously he can't say anything about it, but he's saying that roughly PlayStation product cycle of development is roughly 7 years. So within the next 7 years from now, or if you count this year, the next 6 years from now, then you can expect PlayStation 6. We might start finding out about PlayStation 6, I would say maybe at like maybe the 5th year or so, maybe the 5th or 6th year. I would say probably like about the 6th year, you're probably going to hear about PlayStation 6 and everything like that. Now, the crazy part is Sony is not going to stop making hardware. That's not going to go anywhere. So for people who are saying, oh, the PlayStation 5 is going to be the last console that Sony makes, where are you getting that information from? Because Sony is going to continue to make hardware. You see what I'm saying? They're going to continue to make exclusives and everything like that. And so with that being said, I knew this was coming. I knew that people was going to try to ask, because I would ask as well, like, hey, what about a PS5 Pro? This person that did the interview, they asked about the PlayStation 6. Obviously, it's so early. We got PS5. So 7 years, guys, 7 years. That's what he said. That's when PlayStation product, you know, cycle actually, you know, roughly, you know, start all over again is 7 years. Okay. Now, listen to this. This may seem odd, as Sony tends to support their consoles for a decade. Now, remember, I told you guys the PS2, they support that PS2, I think 10 years, a little bit over 10 years, right? And so when you look at the PS4, right? The PS4 is trucking over 7 years now, right? Since 2013. They're saying that they're gonna support the PS5, I mean the PS4 for another 3 years. So that's 10 years. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole 10 years they're going to be supporting the PlayStation 4. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, PS6, it's going to be the same thing, bro. PS5, obviously they're going to come out with a Pro. We know how these companies do. They're going to come out with a Pro version. Maybe about 3 years down the line, they're probably going to come out with a Pro version. A slim version is going to be out before the Pro version, right? Unless they change up that development cycle on how they do their systems. But 7 years. Right, so that's what we can sit. We in our minds we can sit at like 7 years. PlayStation 6. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be later. Who knows what's gonna happen? But this is what we're sitting at right now when it comes to PlayStation 6. And I know it's kind of crazy to talk about PS6, and some people don't even have a PS5. But I wanted to highlight that for you guys, so y'all can understand. This is not really confirming or denying anything, but just to hear that coming from somebody that actually works at Sony, saying that roughly 7 more years before they do a new product. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Sony always try, I think it's 7 years, but they support their products 3 more additional years on top of that to make it a 10-year you know, lifespan of support, which I think is just amazing. And it just goes to show you the true value, you know, of Sony over the other competitors. And Nintendo don't really have the best track record of support, because they dropped the GameCube on its face. The GameCube, I think, was in its prime, and then they just walked away from the GameCube. They walked away from the N64. You know what I'm saying? The Wii U, they walked away from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nintendo, I don't know. I don't really know about Nintendo supporting a system for a very, very long time, because with the Switch right now, I think maybe 5 years, they're probably going to support the Switch. Maybe, yeah, probably 5 or 6 years, maybe 6. And then they're on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think Sony probably have the longer, you know, support when it comes to their systems and everything like that. And some of you guys will be older by then any which way. So you guys understand how they do their product life cycle and everything like that. Now, let's talk about this next topic here, guys. We got to talk about the PS5 Portable. So this is all in the same interview here. And this is crazy right now because, you know what? We've been hearing rumors about a PlayStation 5 Portable for a while now. This is not a guessing game or anything like that. This is something that is serious, and this is something that is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's not far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? It's not far-fetched from happening. Like, Sony did handhelds before, but they were poorly executed. The PSP to this day is like the best, literally the best handheld. You know what I'm saying? As far as like sales and everything on how that actually turns out. So with that being said, I really wanted to sort of highlight this for you guys when it comes to, you know, the handheld portion and everything like that, because I think one of the things that people have to understand is that, hey, at the end of the day, Sony's going to do Sony at the end of the day. I don't know. I think it would just be smart for them. So listen to this. And this is in the same interview here. So I wanted to highlight this for you guys and give you guys this information straightforward, no BS. Let's get right into it. Okay. It says right here, a successor to the Vita is a dream for many in Sony ecosystem, even though Sony largely and strangely did this best to ignore their most advanced handheld system throughout its life cycle. It maintains a cult following to this day, known throughout the land as Vita Island, and a new portable offering would garner huge interest. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, honestly, I think it would just be insane to have, you know what I'm saying, another PlayStation Portable, you know, like a PS5 Portable or something like that. I think that would just be literally amazing. And obviously, I know some of you guys would buy into a PlayStation 5 Portable or something like that. And maybe with DLSS or something like that, maybe you can upscale these games with DLSS and everything. And I don't know how they're going to do it with the battery life and things like that, because when you're dealing with handheld and you're dealing with, the more powerful your handheld is, the more it's going to drain the battery, right? So I know some people might say, oh, well, if they're doing a PS5 Portable, then it's going to be 4K. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if think about having a handheld portable device that's 4K, you better have a beefy freaking battery in there, you know what I'm saying, to facilitate that, because it's just not gonna, unless you're gonna do a hybrid like the Nintendo Switch. But even then, if you're gonna be doing that whole portable thing, then you really want to make sure that you're covering every aspect of that. And I think that's one of the biggest things right now that we can really look at. But we'll see if Sony decides to do a portable handheld system. I don't think it's far-fetched at all. And at the same time, we can see you know, a Vita successor. It says that it will be interesting to see if he truly was referring to a Vita successor. Remember, we just talked about that right there being developed, or he simply used that as an example to prove his point that Sony is always looking into new product ideas. What's going on, Nedson? So it could be a huge possibility that he could be using the whole Vita successor argument to try to prove a point, or it could just possibly mean that Sony is looking into a brand new product idea for the PlayStation 5. You know, they can look at what, you know, Nintendo is doing with the Switch and say, hey, you know what, we want a piece of that pie. But what we're going to do is we're going to give people a portable version of the PlayStation 5, and people are going to eat it all up. But here's the thing, you're going to have to market that thing the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, give people that mindset of, okay, if you buy the PlayStation 5 Portable, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, same thing with the PSP, same thing with the Vita. You know, you could take everything on the go. You can stream your games. You could do this. You could do that. As long as the price is right and it's marketed right, I feel like people will be all over it. You know what I'm saying? They'll be all over a PlayStation 5 Portable. It's not far-fetched. It's not crazy for them to really do that, because with the failure of the Vita was a phenomenal system. On paper, I'll say the Vita is everything that the PSP should have been as far as hardware goes, right? But obviously, you know, it wasn't. But the PSP sold way more. I mean, it was, well, you know, it had more games. It was supported more and everything like that. The only thing I didn't like about PSP is that you were missing one of the analog sticks. You know what I'm saying? I wish it had 2 analog sticks. I wish it was a little bit bigger like the Vita, you know what I'm saying? And the screen would have been better, you know, more brighter and things like that. But hey, you know what? It's not far-fetched for Sony to do a PlayStation 5 Portable, do it in the right way, and just try to appeal to the mass and everything like that. Maybe they could do a 1440p. You can't probably do 4K because of battery purposes, but you can do 1440p. Give us a 1440p screen with DLSS. You see what I'm saying? We know that Sony's been talking about DLSS and everything like that, you know, and add that technology to a 1440p handheld, you know what I'm saying? And basically upscale that native resolution from that 1440p to 4K. You feel me? Like, I could see something like that, you know, playing out, because that's what Nintendo, from what we're hearing, that's the direction that Nintendo is trying to head in with their Switch Pro, which we're going to get off into the next upcoming story that is going to be brewing up here in just a second. So I really want you guys to sit back and think about that. Like, they could do 1440p or something like that. I don't 1080p. Like, they could do 1080p. They can even do 720p and then use DLSS to make that resolution pop. You know what I'm saying? And look even better. So they can do any resolution for that matter, because with DLSS, that's what the technology is for. It could take a lower resolution, right, and make it look better than a native resolution. You feel me? So either way it goes, but I'll say you can start with 1440p and then, you know, upscale yourself to 4K from there, and you could stream your games or whatever the case may be. But we'll see on that particular front. Now, for people who cares about PlayStation VR, okay, and this is the thing that I feel like the biggest problem with PlayStation VR right now is them freaking cords, them cables all over the freaking place. them cables all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got to be careful where you're stepping, because it's like, dang, if you step on one of them cords, you can pull everything out, you can mess everything up. So you really got to be careful, you know what I'm saying, on how you're doing things. But with PlayStation VR 2, I've been covering this for a very long time, and I know some of you guys already know that I've been covering PlayStation VR 2, like as far as the patents and how everything is supposed to be transpiring. Yeah, that's very interesting there. So let's go ahead and we're gonna bleed over into PlayStation VR 2. Now listen to this one. So I'm gonna kind of back up just a little bit here. Listen to this. So Greco also quickly alluded to new things being in store for gamers. Hold up, man. Let's get a tactical nuke on this one. Let's get a tactical nuke. Hold up.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Listen, man. This is massive news right here. Massive news right here. Okay? I'm just gonna let you understand right now. And he even talked about augmented reality, AR, with a possible handheld. So PlayStation 5 Portable, or whatever it's going to be called, with augmented reality, with possibly a handheld, that's going to be crazy. Which we just talked about the possibility of PlayStation, 5 Portable or a portable console, Sony throwing their hats into the arena again. Augmented reality, that is freaking insane from a handheld portion. But when it comes to PSVR 2, we've been hearing so many freaking rumors patents and everything, saying that Sony is doing something with smell, with the sense of smell, the sense of touch. I mean, hearing, all your senses, hence why we have the DualSense, right? So it's like, okay, you come out with the DualSense, and then maybe you could find some type of way with PSVR 2 to market that same sense type of thing, right? So the sense of hearing, the sense of seeing, the sense of smelling or feeling, or whatever the case may be. I think that they are going to do the same thing with PlayStation VR 2, where they're going to be adding sense as a thing, like as a marketing thing, like, you know, to go with the DualSense controller to really pull you in and give you better immersion when it comes to said product. Now, listen to this information here, because here's the thing. Obviously, Sony needs to fix issues that's going on right now with the DualSense controller. There's a lot of reports and everything. What's up, Nick Bone? There's a lot of reports that's coming in, say that the sticks for the DualSense only lasts 417 hours, and they're using old parts and this and that. Obviously, Sony, you know, have time to fix this, iron out the kinks with this, and also be able to give us something much more robust. We even hearing that they filed a patent and stuff like that for a Wi-Fi receiver, which is actually hinting at, you know, a DualSense 2 controller, like a version 2 controller or something like that. Now, check this information out. So Greco, the same guy, the same analyst, chief analyst at Sony, he said, also quickly alluded to things being in store for gamers within the PlayStation division in the coming years. So he is referring to VR. So I was sitting here thinking like, dang, man, PSVR 2 could be coming out maybe, probably not this year because of supply constraints, so maybe like next year. Yeah, he said the next coming years. So it could be, I don't know, 2022, could be 2023. Who knows at this particular point? But he said in the next coming years, particularly when it comes to virtual reality. And hint, hint, PSVR 2. That's exactly what he's actually talking about there. He also mentioned the possibility of something to do with augmented reality and possibly a handheld, which we bleed over into that segment of the PS5 Portable, or a portable segment there. So this is insane altogether within itself. Now, according to the patents that we've been getting, we have learned that PSVR 2 is going to be completely wireless, like everything, you know, as far as the controller and everything like that is going to be wireless. So you'll be able to move around. Everything is going to be wireless. The depth of view is going to be a lot better. It's not going to be fuzzy. It's going to be clear. Now, I don't know if they're going to go for 1440p, you know what I'm saying, like 2K, or they're going to do 4K. I don't know how they're going to do it, but obviously that's supposed to be a whole lot better as far as the resolution, because I think that was one of the biggest downfalls to PSVR, is that some people say that it was kind of fuzzy, it wasn't clear enough, the resolution and all that type of stuff. Now, listen to this whole shebang now. Listen to this, and I'm going to go ahead, no BS, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the article that we're talking about here. It says that VR was a strong focus of the interview, as he kept alluding to new innovations happening soon within this field related to PlayStation, okay? Now, he claimed that listen to this. Listen to this. He claimed that it is not just about a technical superior head mount display, HMD, with more pixels and less tethering available, if not completely without the wire. So there you go. So the patents are literally true. You see what I'm saying? Because the patents was literally indicating that it was going to be completely wireless. The controllers are going to be completely wireless and everything like that. So there you guys go right there. He's saying that it's going to be less tethering available, if not completely without the wire and everything. And here we go right here. It says, but about full immersion. Just like I was talking about, full immersion, pulling in the player with the DualSense controller and everything like that with the PlayStation VR 2. By full immersion, he alluded to the possible things like the skin or body feeling. Oh, wait a minute. This is what the patents was suggesting. Bruh, Bro. That is gonna be insane. Oh my God. Let me get a tactical nuke, bruh. This is insane right now. Let me back that up. Let me back that up right quick. Let me back that up, bro. That's crazy. So you're telling me this is going to be a big thing? No, this is not a rumor. This is coming from Sony. This is coming from somebody that works at Sony. This is what you guys fail to understand. This is not a rumor, okay? This is coming from somebody that works at Sony, chief analyst at Sony, okay? So this ain't coming from, I told you guys, this is not a rumor, all right? So stop with the nonsense, okay? Now, check this out. I'm gonna repeat that again. By full immersion, he alluded to the possible things like the skin or body feeling aspects of the VR experience, in addition to just the eyes or visual aspect. Bruh, that's gonna be crazy. Bro, I'm telling you, man, if that's one thing I say about what Sony did with the DualSense controller, they did a great job with this controller. They did a great job with this controller. You know what I'm saying? It is not a rumor. You believe this was conducted on Facebook. Believe me if you want. It doesn't matter. I'll have sources for you guys. Don't worry about this, okay? This is on the medium.com. This is not a rumor. This is coming from somebody at Sony, okay? You don't believe me? Okay, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Look right here. I'm going to show people this right now, okay? Okay? It says right here. This was a Facebook discussion right here, and an interview that occurred Tuesday, February 9th between Tontino Greco, the chief analyst at Sony Technology Partnership and Europe Corporate Technology Strategy Division, conducted. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. I know the difference between a friggin' rumor and everything. All right. I know the difference between a rumor and something legit. So that's insane. Literally, that is insane. So the sense of like skin, body feeling. So that means body feeling. That would explain the other patent that was actually, what's going on, C Hendo? That would explain the other patent that was saying that they're going to attach something to the actual controller so that you remember that? Okay. For those OG subscribers, when I was covering the PS5, right? And you guys remember I was covering all those patents that Sony filed, and there was another patent for heart rate and sweat detection. Think about what I'm saying right now. Heart rate, sweat detection with this is my light attachment. Think about something that's being attached to the bottom. We're already hearing that a back button is coming real soon. So think about something that's attached to the DualSense controller, right? That is going to give you heart rate and sweat detection with PlayStation VR 2 to really pull you in, because this man just talked about skin and body feeling. Skin and body feeling. Bro. Yo, I'm telling you, Sony can use this and really capitalize on this, because Sony right now, when it comes to the console space, they're the only ones doing this whole VR thing. And the VR, I mean, obviously PlayStation VR is selling pretty well. I think the last time I heard, it was still trucking very, very well. Like, people were still buying PlayStation VR 2, because even before the PS5 came out, a lot of people wanted to buy up a lot of PlayStation VR stuff. So the fact that we're actually hearing this, it just goes to show you that this is going to be fire. Think about playing like PlayStation VR 2 and you're playing Resident Evil Village, and you know what I'm saying? You have the heart rate detection. So if you get a jump scare or something like that, it will basically indicate and tell you, you know, how fast your heart is beating, the sweat detection, you know, from your palms and everything. That's the feeling, the body feeling. Oh my God, bro, this is crazy. Everything is literally coming together from the patents. You guys, the diehard subscribers, you guys remember I was covering those patents from Sony and everything like that. I'm telling you, if Sony makes that attachment for the heart rate and the sweat detection, it's gonna be something to be reckoned with. Like, it's gonna be dope. Now, listen to this part though. Current version solutions, not just at Sony, on market as a whole, are not fully immersive. So that goes for Oculus Rift and Oculus Quest and HTC Vive. So he's saying right now, currently on the market, there is nothing right now that is fully immersive. So that's I'm telling you, Sony is freaking geniuses, bro. This is why they came out with this DualSense situation, because this is just a small portion of what they're going to do in the future with PlayStation VR 2 and whatever else. So like I said before, pulling the player in, making the player feel immersed. What the heck? What's the whole point of you being in virtual reality if you're not going to really be pulled into it? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with all those other features that we just talked about, will really immerse you into the game. The sense of smell, you know, the sense of touch, skin, you know, bro, all of that. Crazy. Now, check this out, because he's saying that right now there's currently nothing that's on the market that's gonna, you know, make you feel fully immersed and everything. He emphasized the more sensors you put into, the more interaction you can nail, like cameras or gyroscope. That's into the Joy-Cons for the Switch and everything like that, right? And like I think with the 6-axis and all that, y'all remember all that gyroscope situation. The more interactions with your surrounding you can have, the ultimate experience is also with skin or feeling. Oh my God, he's talking about skin and feeling. This is freaking insane. Skin and feeling. So skin, it's a wrap. Skin and feeling. Your skin is touching the freaking controller. Sweat detection. How is it going to detect your sweat? You see what I'm saying? How is it going to detect your heart rate? Feeling. Skin. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. So I think that all of this stuff is literally coming to tuition, bro. Like, literally. Man, this is crazy right now. So the more cameras, the more sensors, the more things that they actually incorporate into things like that, I feel like it's going to be a very, very good experience. Now, this is the next part. This is pretty much, listen to this. This is pretty much telling you that what we can expect for a upgraded PSVR. Wow. Bro, this is crazy right now. This is literally crazy. So the redesign of PlayStation VR is going to favor skin. Skin. This is crazy, man. This is wow, bro. This is gonna be nuts, man. This is really gonna be nuts. I cannot wait to see how Sony is going to tie all this marketing together. This is really dope. I mean, obviously it's going to take a lot of research and everything, but man, I'm hoping that Sony really, you know, whatever this guy from Sony is saying, I'm really hoping that this becomes a reality, because then this will make this whole thing, you know, makes perfect sense. All right. So obviously, yeah, they're going to need to fix the controller. I get that. I trust me. I get that. So we'll see. We'll see. All of this sounds amazing on paper, but we'll see. All right. Let's go ahead and move on here, guys. We got to talk about, yeah, the Switch Pro situation right now. And I think this is Nintendo's way of trying to catch up with Sony and Microsoft and everything like that. But the Switch Pro rumors are wild right now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some people are literally speaking excited about this, because they're like, finally, Nintendo can just, you know, upgrade themselves, because Nintendo is really not all about 4K. You guys know that Nintendo don't care about that. They make their systems powerful enough to really handle their games and such. Like, they don't really care about 4K and this K and that K and all of this. Check this information out. Now, this is a rumor until it's being proven a thing. Now, an insider says that the Switch Pro supports NVIDIA DLSS upscaling and 4K should be coming next year, and it's going to be as powerful as the PlayStation 4, right? I would think maybe as powerful as a PS4 Pro, but they said PS4. So, I mean, this is kind of crazy because it's like, okay, we've been hearing about this Switch Pro for a very, very long time and everything like that. Now, it says right here, the insider says that the Switch Pro, this is rumor now, the Switch Pro will feature a DLSS, deep learning super sampling, which is a resolution upscaling tool from NVIDIA, and it also supports 4K resolution when the Switch is presumably docked. So when it's docked, that's what's going to be happening. Now it says, won't really talk more about the tech specs that I have. It has a DLSS and it has 4K functionality. No reason to go deeper than that right now. So we'll see on that particular front. Apparently it got delayed to 2022. So man, that's crazy. A 4K Switch to combat with what, you know, Sony and Microsoft is really doing right now with DLSS. I mean, that's going to be something to be reckoned with. And some of the games apparently is going to be in 1440p and all of that type of stuff. I mean, this is insane. Hopefully this is true. But if this is true, man, wow, Nintendo might be really trying to compete with Sony with the PS5 and, you know, obviously Microsoft with the Series X and everything like that. But they're saying that it's going to be as powerful as a PS4 and come with a native resolution of 1440p with DLSS 2.0 technology. Crazy, man, crazy. I think if that happens, if Nintendo does this, man, that's going to really push a lot of third-party support. It's going to push their first-party games as well. That's going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So only time will tell. We'll see how that actually turns out as we move forward and everything like that. All right. So let me know y'all thoughts if this sounds legit to you guys. Okay. So with that being said, let's talk about Elden Ring. We got to talk about Elden Ring right now. And this is kind of crazy. Yes, we did talk about that before with the PS6. We talked about that. The chief analyst from Sony said that with it roughly around the next 7 years before Sony introduced a new product. So AKA PS6. That's what the interviewer asked him. And that's the answer that he got. So there you guys go on that particular front. Yeah, the DLSS, apparently we heard that Sony was supposedly trying to incorporate DLSS inside of, you know, the PlayStation 5 and everything. That's what we were actually hearing before. And I think a lot of people was like really sort of hyped behind that because they were like, okay, well, since the PS5 doesn't support 1440p and this and that. Now, I don't necessarily, I'm not really, I know for some people they're up in arms about 1440p, and I think it should be a resolution. They can fix that. They can fix that via software update. So, you know, that's neither there nor there. Now, I think a lot of people with monitors are really concerned about this and everything like that. But DLSS was heavily talked about for PlayStation 5, supposedly secret sauce where, you know, it can take the PS5 from, say, dynamic 4K and make it native 4K or something like that. That's what we're really hearing. But we'll see. We'll see as time progresses. We'll see as time progresses, guys, on how that actually turns out. All right, so let's go ahead here, guys, and we got to talk about Elden Ring here because this is the title that I think is from Software. You guys know From Software. They're amazing, and I think that this is going to be a title that a lot of people are going to find major interest in, and, you know, it's going to be a lot of hype for this particular title. We heard that, you know, they were actually finished up with this title and we can expect this at this particular time. So this is exactly what we're going to be doing now. So Elden Ring is given a provisional 16 rating by Peggy, suggesting the game is mostly completed right now. The content is completed. Like I said, when a game gets a rating or something like that, that simply means that it's about to go down. Okay. And as far as the rating, obviously bad language, you know, use of tobacco, all of that other stuff, blah, blah, blah. So that simply means that, hey, the game is rated now, so it should be coming out really, really soon. Like, I mean, real talk. And I think the game has been in development for at least 2 years now. So this is good. This is good that we're actually, you know, getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We're getting somewhere here, you know, with the rating and everything like that. And we're getting really, really, really close. Don't worry. We're going to talk about Starfield. Don't worry. Get hype. Get excited. We're going to talk about Starfield because that's a title that I think is going to be great. And if Microsoft comes out and say, hey, this is exclusive, that's going to be big. That's going to be big for Xbox fans. But yeah, Elden Ring seems as though that it's going to be a thing. It seems like everything is going to be blossoming very well for that particular title. God of War Ragnarok. Let's go. This is why I had to change my donation alerts to Ragnarok, baby. Now, Anthony Moon, what's going down, bruh? Let's talk about that God of War Ragnarok. Now, this is a title I'm hyped. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge God of War fan. Bro, unless you don't know me, I played all the God of War games. God of War 1, 2, 3. I played Ghost of Sparta. I played all the God of Wars, man. God of War 2018. I played all the God of War games, bro. Like, I'm a God of War junkie, bro. Like, I love God of War. And so each and every time where we get information on God of War, I really want to fill you guys in. I was able to work with Sony, but you know, with God of War 2018, with Raising Kratos, they featured one of my reactions from the channel because I was at E3. I was at E3 in 2018, sitting like front row. It was me, Hip Hop Gamer, his girl, and the development team, Corey, the team and everybody there at the reveal after the orchestra and everything like that. And I was losing my freaking mind. Sony emailed me. I was able to, they send me a care package to my dad's house. I need to go pick that up. I'll show you guys the God of War stuff that the Sony Santa Monica sent me and everything. So yeah, being able to work with the team, with Raising Kratos, with them featuring some of my stuff in there, it was really, really cool. And then, you know, being able to meet Corey and everything, craziness. But something strange is going on with God of War Ragnarok, and I need you guys to understand what's going on. Is that I put out a tweet. Okay, let me kind of bring you guys back down memory lane just a little bit. I put out a tweet. This was from, what's it, IMDb, right? Website. They had a listing for God of War Ragnarok. This was last year, and it was supposed to come out February 5th. I knew that release date was hogwash, but I put it out there anyway because I was like, well, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But rumor, hey, look at this right here. The tweet literally went viral. Okay, we had Alana Pierce. She commented on my tweet. And of course, Corey was like, God of War Ragnar, what? God of War Ragnar who? And I was like, well, maybe that's not going to be the title of the game, right? And I start backpedaling in my mind. I'm like, God of War Ragnarok, that's probably like, you know, where the game is going to take place in Ragnarok, the story Ragnarok, but it's not going to be the name. It's probably going to be named something completely different. Here we go. Now we got an article right now that's brewing up right now saying God of War director teases that Ragnarok might not be the PS5 sequel's title. So Ragnarok, and also another hint for people who haven't been paying attention. PlayStation put out a tweet. See, you gotta be on the ball, baby. You got to be on the ball. PlayStation put out a tweet, and they said that which upcoming PlayStation 5 title, I think PlayStation 5 titles that developers are excited about. And they have God of War, but they didn't say God of War Ragnarok. They said the next God of War. So that showed me right there that my theory was right. That it's not going to be it's not going to be named God of War Ragnarok. It's going to be something completely different, because why would you say the next God of War unless NDA or whatever the case may be? But everybody is assuming that it's God of War Ragnarok, and hey, everybody's been running with that particular title. And so I said, I got that right, but I had to be on hush hush because I didn't want to get in no freaking trouble, being that I had history with Sony Santa Monica. So I was like, you know what, let me shut my mouth. I already put that tweet out there. People was making articles about that tweet because it actually went, I think the tweet had like about 15,000 likes and crazy amount of retweets. It got the attention. If it got the attention of Cory Barlog, and he is the creative director for the game, then you already know people watching you from Sony. Like the team is watching me. I have a couple of them that were following me out on Twitter and everything like that. A couple of the community managers and everything. So I was like, let me kind of back up. And then to see Sony, you know, it's not saying Ragnarok. They're from the PlayStation Twitter account saying the next God of War title. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, they just drop it on us and say Ragnarok. But yeah, it could be something else, guys. It could be something else. So listen to this. It says, since its reveal last year, many have been calling the new God of War sequel for PS5 God of War Ragnarok by default. This is primarily because at this point, Santa Monica Studio and PlayStation haven't announced what the formal name of the next installment in the God of War series will actually be. Okay, and so that makes perfect sense because I get access to all the press stuff. Like I get access before anybody sees it. Like I get access to all the the box art, all the promo stuff for the game. You know, the story details. Like there's like a brief summary about the story just for like review purposes. And so I'm on their press list, so I get information like that. But I haven't seen anything yet or anything like that about God of War Ragnarok. And if I do have access to the box art and information and story details about that, just like all the other Sony stuff that came out, I would have, you know, if the embargo is lifted, I would have, you know, talked about it more or put up pictures on, you know, Twitter or something like that once the embargo is actually lifted. But it seems as though that it could have a whole different name and everything like that. Now, listen to this. That being said, if a new tease from God of War director and writer Cory Barlog is any indication, it looks as though Ragnarok won't be the title after all. Okay, so that is something to go by. And we know that Cory, you know, is a troll as well. Like he's always trolling and things like that. Like he will say one thing and then it's like, okay, like what the heck is going on, Cory? Now he says, how have I never heard of this game? So right there and then he's like, you know, he probably is trolling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is something to throw us off. But he responded to my tweet and he was like, God of War Ragnar who? God of War Ragnar what? And then now he's saying the same thing, saying that I haven't heard about that game before. What game is that? What? Can't take this man serious, man. Cory, you cannot take this man serious. But I mean, we'll find out sooner enough. And it makes you think, right, that, okay, that's not the official name for God of War, for the next God of War. Let's say the next God of War title that's supposedly coming out 2021. If you haven't given us the name yet and you just put 2021 and we just saw like what was it, a 10-second, you know, like title of the game, makes you believe that it might get delayed, right? So I don't know, man. Sony might just blow us out of the water and the joint might come out this year. But the fact that you don't have an official name for this game yet, yeah, it might get delayed. It might get delayed. And you know what? I'll be okay with that. I'll literally be okay with that. Like I wouldn't just be bent up out of shape or anything like that. You know what? It's okay. That's fine with me. I'm not, you know, crying about it or anything like that. But hey, it is what it is. Let's find out if it's indeed God of War Ragnarok or is it going to be, you know, called something completely different. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and let's bleed over into our next topic at hand. And this is crazy right now. You crank that Souja boy. You crank that Souja boy. Here we go. Your boy Souja boy Tell 'em is back in the news in the gaming scene right now. And this is kind of insane because I remember covering this. This was like a while back, and he actually wanted to throw his hat into the arena when it comes to gaming consoles and everything. Now, the last time he tried to come out with a gaming console and it was jam-packed with a whole bunch of RAM and everything like that, like not RAM but ROMs, I should say ROMs, Nintendo ROMs, and he could have got sued and got in trouble. Now Souja Boy, hey Angel, what's going on? Now Souja Boy is saying that right now he want to crank that new console and give you guys something completely different. So crank this console right here. Here you guys go. It looks like a 1X. So wait, this looks like a cheap, oh Lord, look at this. This looks so cheap right now. Look at this. This looked like a value controller, like one of those generic PlayStation controllers. Like, what in the freaking world is this? A generic controller, a micro SD that's generic. Here we freaking go. So this is gonna be Souja Boy's new console. 2 generic controllers that look like PlayStation 2 controllers, PlayStation 2 wired controllers, and a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. Like, this is crazy right now. I'm sitting here like, dang, Souja, you know what I'm saying? You're doing this again. It says this is crazy right now. It says on Twitter recently created Souja game console account promises that the brand is building a new console from scratch with an all new design. However, images posted on Instagram show a device that bears a striking resemblance of the 1X, right? All right. So there you guys go. And obviously the controller reminisces a dual shock controller. You know what? I might just buy it. I might just buy it to review it on the channel, but obviously there's really no spec details or anything like that. Now, some commentators have also point out that the device also looks very much like an existing emulation device. Exactly. Like the Ambernic retro console. Oh, Lord. That's what they were saying about his last console and everything like that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't think Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo needs to be worried about Souja Boy and his consoles and everything like that. I just, listen to me, I don't want to run with that. I don't want to sit here and be like, yo, and then of course it's gonna have 2 USB ports and of course a side vent and everything like that. Yo, that's so freaking cringe. Yo, so what do you guys think? Does it look finger licking good? Does it look finger licking good? Does Sony need to worry? I don't think Sony needs to worry, man, about that. But I just hope that this time around, talk about flush. I hope that this time around, you know, he knows exactly what he's doing and everything like that. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. It's going to be obviously digital. You don't see no disk drive. So it's obviously everything's going to be digital. I think he's going down that whole ROM situation again, to where it's like everything is going to be on that micro SD. See that micro SD card? Yeah, he's going to load up all the games, all your games on there that is going to come with the console, just like he did with his last console and everything. I just hope that he gets the okay from Nintendo or Sony. You're not going to just take Sony's IPs and then put them in a ROM, or take Xbox IPs and put them on a ROM, because you will get the crap suit out of you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that he have the license agreement from Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo, or else you're gonna get sued, like straight up and down like it is. Because especially Nintendo, they ain't playing around with you. If you taking any of their IPs, you know what I'm saying, and trying to resell it, you know what I'm saying, like. So I hope he knows exactly what he's doing, you know, here and everything. So we're gonna, he said 12 T-flops for Craig. He says put Retro Gamer on full blast, bruh. I'm telling you, Souja Boy better pray that console is legit. You know what I'm saying? And he knows, his team knows exactly what they're doing, because these companies ain't playing around, bruh. I understand you got to pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? And he's not really popping like that like he used to be. So, hey, I am not knocking a man's hustle. Do your thing, but just do it the right way, my brother. Do it the right way. Don't do it the wrong way, because if you do it the wrong way and you're trying to make a quick buck, guess what? You know what I'm saying? You're going to get sued. You're going to get the crap sued out of you. and you're gonna have to pay all of that money back in legal fees, so it ain't even worth it. All right, so let's go ahead here, guys, and let's bleed over into our next topic at hand, and we got to talk about Twisted Metal TV. I would love a Twisted Metal for PlayStation 5, but who knows? If Sony acquires Bluepoint, after all, I guess that could be potentially a thing. You know, we'll see how that actually pans out. But Twisted Metal TV series moving ahead at PlayStation Productions with Deadpool and Zombieland talent. So this is really good that Sony is actually really doing this right now. And obviously, can't wait to see how this actually turns out. It says a Twisted Metal TV series is moving forward at Sony and PlayStation Productions, according to a new report from Variety. Okay, it says that the series will be an original action comedy take on a long dormant franchise from the writers behind Deadpool and Zombieland, and Rhett Reese and Paul Warnock. Okay, so we'll see Mr. Sweet Tooth and how things actually pan out, you know, for this, you know, TV series and everything like that. I literally love Twisted Metal. So I was hoping for, you know what I'm saying, a game and everything like that. But hey, you know, we'll see. I mean, Sony needs to do that, man. I mean, honestly, to keep it real with you guys, you know, Twisted Metal is a classic. I mean, if you call yourself a PlayStation fan, you should already know the deal on this one. All right, so let's go ahead here, guys, and let's move on to our next topic at hand. We got to talk about Starfield. Now, this is a title that I know that a lot of you guys are interested in. I know a lot of you guys are probably hyped for and everything. And so we got to talk about Starfield right now because, yeah, this could be huge because we're supposed to be getting a Xbox Bethesda event really soon. And yeah, there's supposedly going to be like a big blowout and everything like that that's supposed to be brewing up. And I think it's very interesting, to say the least, on this particular, you know, aspect of everything. And I think that, you know, once the deal actually goes through, hopefully it doesn't get blocked or anything. But I think once that deal goes through and Microsoft make that event and show Starfield, I think that's probably what they're going to do. Hey, y'all want to see them 12T flops in action? Take a look at Starfield. I think that would just be a perfect opportunity for Microsoft to really show us what the Series X can really do. Blow us away with Starfield. Come out and say, hey, look, Xbox is the best place to play, blah blah with their marketing scheme thing, and just hit us upside the head with Starfield with some gameplay. It's coming out holiday 2021. That's gonna make Sony look back and be like, cut the cringe. Now check this out. This is a rumor. We're in rumor territory here, so please do not get hype. Starfield is targeting a 2021 release as of a few months ago. So this could change because, like I said before, you know, you hear one information, you hear a little bit of information now, and then it could change at any time, right? So I think that this is something that is very interesting to point out. So they're saying that it's still targeting 2021. Some people said that it was going to be, you know, shifting and everything like that to 2022 because of CV, whatever. Now, listen to this. At least that's what industry insider Nate Drake said on Reset Era forums over the weekend in a thread dedicated to some recent quotes from Jeff Grubb about upcoming Microsoft Bethesda event, right? So we did talk about that Microsoft event that's supposed to be happening, you know, sometime this month. Let's hope that it happens. It's not confirmed by Microsoft. Apparently they're waiting on the deal and everything like that to go through for the whole Bethesda / ZeniMax, you know, deal and everything like that. Now, check this out. According to the insider, as of a few months ago, the intended goal of Microsoft and Bethesda was to release the game later this year. Just like I said, I think it would just be the perfect holiday title, although it's uncertain how the pandemic might have affected this goal. Okay, now there has been a strong hope and desire to have Starfield launch this year. Okay, and I think that's probably why they're having this strong hope, is because of God of War Ragnarok, because God of War Ragnarok is set for 2021. That's a huge title. That's a juggernaut title. You know what I'm saying? I think Sony have some juggernaut titles that's dropping. Gran Turismo 7. They got obviously Ratchet and Clank. They have Horizon Forbidden West, and God knows what else Sony got. You know what I'm saying? That they want to drop this year. So I think that Starfield would be a great holiday title, you know, with Halo Infinite and everything like that. So they're saying that you know, that's what their plans was a few months ago and everything. Now, in a follow-up post, Nate Drake pointed out that he is not entirely certain if this game, or I'm sorry, if this release frame is, you know, possible, or, you know, if they change it or not. Now, this is also due to Starfield being a Bethesda game, which do appear to get delayed quite often. So the Bethesda, you know, they like delaying their games and such. And even if it comes out next year, there's still some other crazy titles, you know what I'm saying, that's coming. I think that Project Athea, that's from Square Enix, but I think it's a PS5 time exclusive. That's coming out next year as well. So, you know, we'll see on that particular front. It also says, right, the insider added, I am not saying it's 100%. So this is not 100%, but we can hope. We can really hope, because this was officially announced back in 2018. Okay, so we're trucking on about what, 3 years now, literally about 3 years and everything like that. So maybe it needs a little bit more time in the oven. You know, we'll see on that particular front, but let me know what you guys think about Starfield and everything like that, because I think that this is one of those games that can really show us what the Series X can do as far as power. Eric Flowers, how you feeling, man? If anybody is brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. We're trying to give away a PS5 when we hit 50K, but subscribe if you love the content, man. Appreciate the love and the support. All right, so let's go ahead here, guys, and let's bleed over into our next topic at hand. Yes, we got to talk about Final Fantasy 16, and this is another game that I think, well, yeah, Scalebound would be great, bro. Scalebound would be really good if Sony could just get that IP or something like that. But I know that's tied up with Microsoft, and Microsoft don't own the IP anymore. I think that was Platinum Games or something like that. I forgot, but it would just be crazy. But Final Fantasy 16, literally hype about this title. Love Final Fantasy in general. I love Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I thought it was just literally amazing, considering we get in reports that they might just venture out that particular way when it comes to you know, a PlayStation 5 version and what have you. Now, covering Final Fantasy 16 now, here is the thing. We did cover some information on this about two or three streams ago and everything like that. And I think this is very interesting, because we did hear from the creative director for the game that they're not going to be talking anything about this game right now. They're trying to keep everything on hush hush. Maybe they're saving it for a state of play. Who knows at this particular point. Now, it says that Final Fantasy 16 will be action oriented. This is very good. You know what I'm saying? This is very good news. I'm hype. I'm literally excited about this, because wow, they're kind of making sure that, you know, they go to the action oriented, you know, segment, you know, the genre, you know, is still going to have DNA of Final Fantasy, the RPG elements and everything. But at the same time, it's going to be more action oriented. And this is really good. This is really good, because I'm hyped for Final Fantasy 16. It says that Square Enix is working hard on the story right now. Okay, so let's go ahead here and let's dig a little bit much more deeper into this. It says Yoshida briefly discussed Final Fantasy 16 on a radio broadcast. He was invited to primarily to discuss Final Fantasy 14. Bruh, Final Fantasy 14. He was brought on the radio broadcast to talk about Final Fantasy 14. Obviously, you know how the game goes. Me being an interviewer, I'm gonna ask all type of questions. That's just me. I'm gonna ask all type of questions like, yo, Sheeta, what's going on with Final Fantasy? What's going on with God of War? What's going on? I'm gonna ask all type of questions. Hey, no, we can't talk about that. Hey, I understand that. But you know me, I'm gonna ask. You guys check out the interviews that I've done on the channel with a lot of developers on here. It's a segment on the channel where you see all the interviews, PlayStation, starting off with the PlayStation developer, which got like over 30K views, craziness going on. Now, check this out. He said that Final Fantasy 16 is action oriented and they are putting in effort into supporting players who are less skilled at action games. This is good because if you're not as skilled, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know some people was kind of complaining about Final Fantasy 7 and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But this is good, though. This is really, really good because some people don't like their games to be too difficult. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they're actually appealing to people that are less skilled, you know what I'm saying, at certain titles and everything, I think that this is really good. So let me show you guys, no BS, let me show you guys exactly where I'm getting this information from so you guys don't lose your head on what I'm getting. Listen to this. He said that Final Fantasy 16 is action oriented and that they are putting in the effort into supporting players who are less skilled at action games. Also, that they're working hard on the story right now. So no wonder why they ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, talk about too much about this game. They ain't trying to, you know, say too much about Final Fantasy 16. I get it. And I think that Sony needs to use their, you know, use their abilities when it comes to the state of play and have a state of play Final Fantasy 16. You know what I'm saying? State of play. Like, give us a state of play that's dedicated to Final Fantasy 16. They've already been doing that with Ghost of Tsushima, with Last of Us 2, having like single game state of plays. You know, separate the console news and trailers and all that type of stuff, and just give us a, you know, a 30-minute or a 40-minute state of play that's literally just dedicated to, you know what I'm saying, games, or just that one particular game. I think that they can really do that, and maybe that's why they're not really talking too much about Final Fantasy, you know what I'm saying, 16 right now, which, hey, if there's nothing to really talk about, if it's gonna spoil the story or anything like that, then hey, it is what it is at this particular moment. Let me also go ahead here and do another nosedive into some other things, because I feel like a lot of people are literally missing the mark when it comes to, you know, certain information that we've literally been getting when it comes to the PlayStation 5. And I think that, you know, moving forward, I think a lot of people would be very excited, you know, as we move on further here, because during this particular event that's going to be happening, you know, I think this is going to be good for Sony, because Sony can look at this, you know, particular event and say, hey, you know what, maybe we need to throw our hats into the arena and just come out with a state of play. They need to. Like, I would say, if Microsoft is having an event, oh, thank you so much. It says all support for people who are not skilled. Action games is the crap journalist. Is the crap journalist. Thank you so much, Stardust Dragon X3, for that donation, man. Really do appreciate the love and the support. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. But honestly, like I said, Sony needs to just drop a state of play. I think they're probably waiting on Microsoft at this point, because that's what Sony does. They're going to sit around and they're going to wait on Microsoft. Like, they're going to wait. They're going to wait. They're going to continue to wait. They're not going to stop waiting. You know what I'm saying? Until Microsoft, you know, do something. Until Microsoft show their hands, then they're going to jump on and say, hey, you know what? Well, maybe we need to jump in now and have our direct and everything. Like, I mean, not direct, but you guys get what I'm saying, state of play, because that's what a lot of people are waiting on right now. So guys, if you have any questions for me or anything like that, go ahead and tag me at Marlin Gaming Nation. We just concluded the main stories for the show. So if you have any anything you want to share with me, as far as, you know, PlayStation, Xbox, anything you have, let me know. Tag me at Marlin Gaming Nation. If you want to donate, you can donate. I can basically see the super chats better, or if you want to donate in the description with any questions or anything like that, now is the time to do so. Yes, March state of play, I did talk about that. Because there's a update that's supposedly happening in March, I think, for QLED TVs for the PS5 for 4K 120 hertz. And so that's really what we're dealing with right now. But yeah, they're supposedly gonna have something. Now, this is not 100% confirmed, but I don't think that they're going to go past, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna go past March and not have a direct. I mean, I keep saying direct. They're not gonna have a state of play. I think that'd just be crazy. Let's see here. But yeah, that's where I'm at. GTA remasters. I think you talking about GTA 5. I think that should be in the next state of play, man. They got to give us a release date on that. They gotta give a release date on that. Yeah, I did some revamping, man. You know, because certain things wasn't working and stuff, so I kind of clean up certain things and everything like that. Let's see here. It says, did Destruction All-Stars already die out? I don't know. I don't see too many people playing it. That's a filler title. I've been telling people this for the longest time. That Destruction All-Stars is a filler title, bro. It's a filler title. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a title that is gonna just, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are gonna really there's people playing it, but it's not a widespread type vibe. You know what I'm saying? It says new Xbox event, nothing but lies and broken promises. We'll see. Everybody's covering it. All the big Xbox YouTubers are talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I'm not getting too hyped for it. Do I think we need a Xbox event? Yes, we do, because we need hype around these next gen consoles. You feel me? So I mean, that's just where I'm at with the whole thing. It says tomorrow Xbox tech event. Hopefully more details about. We'll see, man. Tomorrow. I thought they said it was March. But we'll see, though. We'll definitely see. Yeah, Medium and Destruction All-Stars are filler titles. In my eyes, they're filler titles. You know what I'm saying? They're not, you know, AAA. They're not on the level of God of War, or they're not on the level of Horizon or Gran Turismo or Ratchet and Clank. Those are filler titles to hold you over for the big stuff. You feel me? It says, will you do more interviews with devs? Yeah, in the future, yes. Right now, because of what's going on, a lot of devs are busy right now at, you know, hard at work. So yeah, I saw that Iran, I saw that about it sold 5 million. I wanted to cover that, but I couldn't find anything official about it. It says, is PlayStation 6 is still going to have a disc drive? It's too early to tell. I know they're saying that, you know, digital is the future, but I do believe the next 7-8 years from now, yeah, we're still going to have physical drive, because some people want physical games like myself. I want physical games. I like collecting my joints. You know what I mean? Will you stream tomorrow? Yes. Yes. I stream every single day except for Saturdays. I normally take Saturdays off, depending on what's going on. If it's a busy day, then I'll stream. You know, sometimes I don't have any days off at all. Let's see here. Hey, Marlon, you should have an interview with Mark Cerny or Phil. Those guys are busy. You talking about them top dogs, especially Jim Ryan. It will be amazing. It will literally be amazing to have Jim Ryan on. You know what I'm saying? But those guys are busy, man. Those people are really busy. You know, those higher up guys, they're constantly checking emails. They're constantly making like big decisions. You know what I'm saying? When the higher up you go, more money, more problems, more responsibilities. You know what I mean? So yeah. It says we need a DualSense revision before more cases pop up. Yeah, or they just need to, you know, fix the issues that's going on right now. Which, I mean, each controller should have a 12-month warranty, so Sony needs to honor that. King Mo says, you're such an inspiration, G. Oh, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. You know, I appreciate you guys, you know, looking at me as an inspiration, man. I'm trying to do my best to, you know, keep the faith, man, and keep grinding each and every day, regardless of the fact. You feel me? So yeah. PS5 will still crazy. Yeah, PS5 is still gonna sell, man, regardless of what's going on. Corvin, what's going on? Love you too, bro. Appreciate the love and the support. It says DualSense recall. They need to do something before it gets out of hand, because we got lawsuits, class action lawsuits in place. So it's kind of a crazy type vibe right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. It says, how we going to talk about PS6 when PS5 is just, hey, the interviewer asked the chief analyst over there at Sony about PS6. He said he's not going to comment on it, but Sony product life cycle is about 7 years. There you go. There's your answer right there. Yes, we already covered that already. It says, I read an article that said Microsoft said that the Series X will likely be sold out until June. Yep, that is true. That's what Phil Spencer said. And AMD came out and said the same thing too. PS5 will be the last console Sony made. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. It says, what's your thoughts on Returnal? I think Returnal is a great game, especially from Housemarque. I think it's going to do well, because I think the last type of anything major from Housemarque was what, Resogun or something like that. I think it was like Resogun. So yeah, I want to support Housemarque, man. But yeah, Returnal, definitely getting it day one, streaming it for you guys, doing a live review on the channel and everything. So bet your bottom dollar. It says, Marlon, I think Game UK is dropping tomorrow, so I'm hoping okay, you're hoping for fingers crossed. It says it should be about 10 years. It's about 10 years. It's about 7 years, and then they add on about 3 more years of support. It says, Marlon, I thought your apology was way better than MBG's. Hey man, as long as you apologize, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Stardust X3 says, ain't Mark Cerny overlooking after Metal Gear right now? Shoot, I hope, man. I hope Metal Gear is gonna be a thing, bruh. I really hope so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just to dive back into that, man. Once you apologize, bro, you apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I've covered the RDNA 3 stuff, you know, numerous of times on the channel, and I said that, hey, this is a rumor. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, I fall into the whole hype for the PS5 and, you know, wanted to believe every little thing. And like I said, I'm completely wrong for that. I was just hype. You know, I'm passionate about this stuff, man. And this was before the PS5, you know, come out, and I was just hype. You know, man, you guys don't understand. Like when you do this full time, you know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to get caught up, you know, because you're hyped for the system. You want to know more about it. So any little information come out, it's like, it's hard not to believe it. But, you know, I had to be a bigger person, man, and apologize, you know. I didn't mean no harm or nothing, you know, or anything like that. I wasn't trying to mislead nobody or anything like that. It's just the hype level was real. Jose says, hi, Marlon, you stream Resident Evil 8? Yeah, of course, man. Of course, man. You know what I'm saying? So, too many classics. Okay. SOCOM remake and Twisted Metal. That would be dope. And Metal Gear, shoot, that would be dope. That would be dope. Says, I hope we get a screen on the PS6 controller in 7 years. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I'll have all the sources and everything to everything that we talked about today in the description. So don't worry, including timestamps as well. So you guys are good. Says, Marlon, it's cool. We just want to play dope games. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest things I will say about any person is owning up to your L's. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Take that. If you getting an L, take it. We're not going to win at everything in life, no matter what you do. If it's, you know, sports you're playing, if it's acting you're doing, you're not going to get all the biggest roles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get them small roles first before you get those bigger roles where you in these high budget AAA movies. So you're going to get L's, bro. You're going to take some L's in life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all make mistakes and everything. So it's all good, man. You know, it's nothing wrong with taking L's. Take the L and learn from it. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. Let's see here. Marlon, you didn't need to apologize. You only read the news. You didn't write the, yeah, that is true. A lot of people were saying that to me out on Twitter, man. Let's see here. Yeah, we always got to remember that every company isn't perfect. They won't fulfill every single one. Yeah, of course, man, of course. It says, yo, Marlon, hope you're well. I'm just hoping the pad I got in will be okay. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Same here. Yeah, most definitely, Jasmine Karen. Put that thing to bed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's people for you, that's people, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? And then after this whole RDNA thing, then it's going to be another thing after that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the internet works, but hey, it is what it is, man. You learn from your mistakes and you try not to make them again. You try to be on the safe path and everything like that, because it's so easy when you're waiting for a console, you're hyped for a console, your channel is predominantly PlayStation, and you want everybody to be hyped, you're hyped. And Sony was dragging their feet. So, play games no matter what console you choose. Exactly. Best game ever made? Metal Gear, in my eyes. Metal Gear, bad. It says, that's good advice. Thank you. Appreciate the love. It says, my theory, Sony said God of War 2021 to get people hype and buy the PS5, but it will come out at the end of 2022. Could be. End of 2022, a lot of people gonna be crying. Any news for Uncharted 5? No, nothing so far. We heard that it's supposedly in development. Supposedly, it says, are we talking about PS6? Yeah, it's nothing crazy, man. It's just that they're saying there was a chief analyst from Sony. Somebody was interviewing them, and they literally said that 7 more years before they venture off into new products or anything like that. So they asked him about PS6, which I don't know. I wouldn't even ask the dude from Sony from PS6, because the answer is going to be heck no. Can't comment on that right now. That's what they're going to say. Hey Marlon, are you thinking about customizing your PS5 yet? I'm waiting on Sony. Before I even touch my PS5 and customize it, I'm waiting on Sony. I'm waiting on Sony to drop the faceplate. I ain't gonna spray paint nothing or do anything crazy. I'm just gonna be patiently waiting. You know what I'm saying? Or till we can get, our hands on more stuff. But it says, so any hints for a Nintendo Switch Pro? I mean, Sony, the thing is, man, is that the president, Mr. Furukawa, he kind of hinted a little bit at a Switch revision, saying that it's going to be more innovative and different from the last Switch and everything. But I mean, nothing concrete. We know it's coming. We just don't know when. But I don't want to believe all these rumors about 1440p and 4K until it actually happens, man. I ain't trying to get burned again. I ain't getting hyped for that mess. Says, are the many other God of War? It says, I'm off. Hey, Kenna, appreciate the love and the support, man. Thank you. On the PS5, did they get rid of the stupid PS4 voice chat feature? It says where you have to invite someone else in order to party. Nah, you ain't got to do that on the PS5. It says Jim Ryan stepping on his feet and Mark Cerny. They want the PS5 to sell this generation to beat PS2. Of course, they'll do anything, bruh. They'll literally do anything. I'm telling you that right now. No problem, GH. No problem, man. That's what I'm here for, to answer y'all questions, man. You guys take the time out of your day to watch the show and make the show what it is today. So that's the least that I can do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I will be traveling to Houston on Wednesday. I'm going to be at my dad's house. So I'll be making content over by my dad's house, and then I'll be back over here next Wednesday. So not this Wednesday coming up, but the next Wednesday I'll be back. But I'm going to be making content. Don't worry, your boy going to be, the setup is going to be different, but you guys are going to be getting content. So don't worry about that. I got to work. You know what I'm saying? I got to work. I always got to work. Got to stay grinding. What do you think about this Xbox fanboy joke? Man, it's a waste of time. Don't waste your energy on that. Hey, some people are looking for clout. Some people are looking for something to talk about on the Xbox side of things, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bruh. In your knowledge, what do you think state of play will be. Like what it's going to entail. I think obviously, you know, the SSD expansion, you know, basically release dates for Gran Turismo 7, some release dates for games that we don't even really know about. Maybe some surprises, maybe a small update to the UI and everything like that. You know, we're probably going to get a few things here and there, but probably nothing groundbreaking until like closer to E3. Says Marlon, what up, bro? Best Buy's delivering my LG CX tomorrow. Hey, let's go, man. I'm excited about it. Says Marlon, are they making a newer God of War Ragnarok? No, they're making a new God of War game. They're just saying that it might not be called Ragnarok. Says good thing you didn't need to travel last week. Yeah, Houston took multiple L's. Yeah, that's why I'm going this week. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, so my dad said that it was, you know, better down there and stuff. So it says we got Final Fantasy 16 and Crimson Desert. Bruh, I'm telling you, man, Crimson Desert's gonna be crazy, bro. It says Marlon, take a vacation, you deserve it, fam. Hey, look, man, I appreciate the love and the support. Hey, Stardust, my guy with the 20, mad supporting the show, man. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Says, and let's set the record straight. Nintendo Switch came out during the PS4 and the Xbox era. You can not sit right there and say all of a sudden Switch is running against the PS5 and the Series X and say the Switch is winning. That would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. But at least they would try to give, you know, Sony and Microsoft some competition. You know what I'm saying? With a 4K Switch, because what that's going to do is, or upscale 4K Switch, what that's going to do is allow more developers, like a lot more third-party developers to, you know, develop for the system and everything. So I mean, you know, more games will be coming in, more AAA games, more better first party deals, you know, things of that nature. Because some developers don't really want to develop for Switch because they think it's weak and this and that. It's not powerful enough. We've seen a lot of those cases in the past. So a much more powerful Switch would definitely boost the install base. You know, more third-party games will be on there day and date with the other consoles. And, you know, Nintendo will get more creative with their first-party stuff. Marlon, I will get me a PS5 in the summertime. Perfect time, bruh. Perfect time. It says we need what's this? Weem Toad 4K is good, 8K expensive. Oh my god. Let's see here. It says, what RPG game do you think will be announced on Wednesday for March PlayStation Plus? RPG? That's a very good question. I'm trying to think. That's a very good question. You know what'd be crazy though? Like Final Fantasy 7 Remake, the PS5, like a PS5 updated version, just boom, right there. I think that would be good. Vita 2 would be insane. Yeah. Or whatever, PS5 Portable or whatever they're going to call it. Hey, Marlon, what's going on with a new PS handheld? Yeah, so we had this guy from Sony that was pretty much saying that, hey, you know, Sony is going to potentially, like, you know, explore those things like with a, you know, new portable system or something like that. Nothing is concrete, but, you know, they're going to probably do something with augmented reality and all sorts of stuff they were saying. But I'll have links and everything, and I'll have, you know, a timestamp to everything that we talked about. So don't worry on that particular front. It says we need One Piece Seeker to be in PlayStation Plus. Yeah, that would be dope. It says, did you beat Final Fantasy 7 Remake? No. I need to just play it on PS5 and just be done. I just been busy, man. Whole lot of stuff that's been going on. Jasmine Karen says RE8 giveaway when it drops. So make sure you are here and trying to get it on all platforms. So yes, we're going to be giving away RE8 as well. And I will be streaming it for you guys, and we're going to be giving out PS5 codes, I think Series X codes as well, hopefully, if all goes well with the codes and everything like that. But we will be giving away some stuff, man. So yo, we out here. Yeah, most definitely, man, most definitely. It says, how you you finna miss on one of the best games of 20. Exactly. Real talk. I just been busy, man. You know, says Marlon, I'm lucky my PS5 did not die yet. My kids, okay. Switch the PS5 from room to room. Can you tell them that's not good? My kids watch you. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Moving any console back and forth is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's best to just put it where you gonna put it, plug it up, because you can move it around and drop it, and then there you go. That's $500 right there. Unless you get the damage protection from Best Buy or something like that. You think PS5 Pro will be DNA 3? I mean, RDNA 3 is far away from now. You know, probably another maybe about 2 more years before RDNA 3, or maybe AMD might surprise us and it might be less than 2 more years. But I think anything that's going to be developed, like when it comes to a new console, is probably going to have the latest technology in there. So it is probably possible. It says, Marlon, are you making another, they're making another Spider-Man game? Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is coming, bro. Yeah, we know Spider. It says, Marlon, do you play Cyberpunk? I played it on PC just briefly. Not a whole lot, but I played it on PC just briefly. Yeah, so yeah, I played it briefly on PC and everything like that. I know some of you guys were asking about that as well. Yeah, some of y'all were asking me about that. It says, I just want May to arrive. Yeah, supposedly another demo that's supposed to be happening, guys, really soon. So I just wanted to sort of highlight that for you guys. There's supposedly another, you know, another demo that's supposedly dropping like really soon and everything. So, you know, we'll see on that particular front how that situation pans out. But let's see here. Okay, let's see here. I missed the first PS2. Okay, got you. All right, guys, so I appreciate y'all. It says, what would a PS5 Pro have that the current PS? I mean, that's a very good question. That's a really, because I mean, how fast are you gonna get with the SSD? I mean, the only thing I could see is faster CPU, faster GPU. You know, that's it. That's really about it. What else are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, better GPU, better CPU. You know, maybe faster RAM, faster GPU, faster CPU, and who knows? Maybe by then better SSD. You know, we'll see. But I'll say more GPU power though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ratchet and Clank is gonna look insane. So I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support, and remember, your boy is going to be traveling on Wednesday. So I don't know on Wednesday, depending on how it actually turns out. I might do the show a little bit early before I leave. We'll see. You might see the show a little bit earlier on Wednesday than the other days because I'm going to be flying. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. But I will be back here tomorrow, God's willing, with more epicness for you guys. All right, so stay tuned. Link is in the description. I'm gonna update the link in the description with all the sources, and I'm gonna give you guys a timestamp as well. All right, so I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and then Wednesday the show will be a little bit, you know, earlier for you guys and everything. I was wondering if there will be a Spider-Man Miles Morales. We'll get another, yeah, Spider-Man 2. So I love y'all, man. Be blessed, be easy, and we are out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Thank y'all so much for making this the premier place. Yo, we out here, man. Get hype, get excited. Let's go, baby. Peace, guys. I love y'all. All right, be easy, man.
To get hype, hey, this is for all them PS boys out there, man. Y'all know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up, giddy up. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype, get hype, man. It's about to go down. I said the haters gonna hate. They hating on the T-flops. They can't stop us because we got the exclusives, the games, the storytelling, minds blowing. Understand them Xbox boys, they trying to destroy us. Nintendo boys, we still stand tall. Boys in red, you know how we do it. Let's get it on, let's get it popping. And this is why we gotta get hype, man. Let's get it on, man. Ayy. 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 You need to get hype. Hey, this is